Hey guys, shalom, shalom. So Cody had mentioned that he doesn't like me talking about his race, but I said, well, wait a minute. I'm not talking about Caucasians. I'm talking about bigots. So particularly, I just wanted to mention that I'm not against Caucasians, okay? Nor do I have a hatred for them or want to commit mass genocide, okay, or mass molestation when it comes to their children and forcing them into chains and shackles for some, very demonic purposes of hypersexualization and molestation, like he was talking about doing to, you know, particularly children of other ethnicities, and particularly his own, in referring to the disposable whites. Okay, so you have to forgive. Look, who knows? I might have got with a white woman, but due to the trauma, not so anymore. Okay, so you got to forgive people, man. Okay, but there's something very serious. I was doing some research, particularly, and it's not based off of hate, but when you've been socialized, to hate, and you don't hate, meaning that they socialize me to hate them in the form of love. What I mean by that is, um, it's just like Stockholm syndrome, right? When you develop a love for your abuser or rapist, it happens. So in their minds, that was love. This is love. So it's the same thing with slavery. A lot of slaves did not want to leave the plantation. They had become so indoctrinated with the abuse. And a lot of my members of the community, the reason why I have to work so hard is because they've been quite thoroughly indoctrinated. Quite thoroughly indoctrinated. Okay. I'm fighting this battle alone. I put my salvation on it pretty much, besides with my family and stuff like that. And the Most High, of course, the angels, the Ben Elohim, my wife, Mitchell, but pretty much I'm fighting alone. I really am. Even they say it. They say I'm a lone wolf. You have to understand, man, you just got to forgive people, keep moving, you know. I just want to talk about, he's not up here right now. Guys. Okay, let me step outside for a minute. Okay, guys, this is the individual that said, talking about the Jewish community, said, at least I'm not a Khazar. It was actually Khazarians particularly. Now, people do say it as Khazar, but it's really Khazarians. Khazar, or Khazarians, Khazarians. It was unfortunate that he had mentioned something like this, and I said, well, look, just a few weeks ago, just yesterday, he was speaking about wanting to be Jewish. From what I heard, I wasn't even here yesterday. I could hear that all the way from the fucking bridge. No disrespect, but word gets around. You gotta forgive him, though. Okay, that's it, man. So you gotta forgive people, okay? I mean, he wanted to be Hebrew and everything, and particularly he talked about the reason why he wanted to be Hebrew, so he could have a big dick and fuck kids with it. No disrespect, I'm not lying here, okay? You have to understand. There's a video that I mentioned, and I'm gonna make this real quick and short. Okay, let me tell you something. Not all Caucasians are bad, man, but I've been socialized to love them through their hate of me and my people, and mass molestation and genocide, and keeping the good niggas in check. Most particularly, keeping certain niggas around, for labor force and things of that nature, tasks that they don't want to do, which are called menial tasks or menial labor. We're not talking about white collar jobs, not even blue collar jobs, but less than that. They said that. They said, well, we wouldn't kill all of you niggers. Now, some of them did say, yeah, we would kill all you niggers. That's genocide. Kill off all the men. And they would just rape the woman and rape you out of existence. I said, well, damn. Wow. Whew. They used to have sex farms. Well, they would do this to our people, to our women, and particularly, or breeding farms, particularly called sex farms. Quite insane, yeah. So, this is some real shit. Now, there's a video particularly of a woman, particularly that was not drunk at all, and I made a mistake, and I just posted the videos, or particularly recently of recent. There's 3 videos in a series, and call her the drunken bimbo or whatever. She was acting like that bimbo. Or a dumb broad. A dumb broad. No disrespect. It's nicer than saying dumb bitch. Okay, but she, in the whole video, the police were trying to get her up from the bridge, and she was down there yelling at the top of her lungs and saying, "I won't shut the fuck up." And I was very quiet. I was actually sleeping, and I got up at what, like 1:58, I believe 1:38, 58, 1:38, 58 by 999 seconds. 1:38:58 by 999 milliseconds. Okay, so that means 100 hours by 38 minutes by 58 seconds, 999 milliseconds. Come to find out, I watched the video, and the police even mentioned particularly that she was not drunk. You can hear it in the video. She was not actually drunk. I was very quiet. I didn't know what was going on. I thought she might need assistance. She fell into the water. I thought she was drunk. I didn't mention that in the video, but I rewatched the video, and I didn't know. They had mentioned she was not even drunk, but she was just a bigot. She's just racist. Put my salvation on it. So I had to rewatch the video. I didn't catch that because I was so out of it and dizzy. I don't get sleep. So if you watch the video, you can actually hear it. They actually had to pull her up. She collapsed on the ground, acting like a baby. They actually had to pull her up from her legs, from one leg, from another leg, and they even told her to get the fuck up, because she had exposed the whole deck, the whole deck. Regards to how racist this city is, I didn't catch that shit, man. And so they grabbed her by one arm, one police officer, there's a few of them actually, one arm, then the other grabbed the other arm, and then one leg. Each officer, particularly, it was a few of them that had to pull her up from the bridge. Okay, they didn't really want me to come out. So before I even came out, though, I stated what was being said in the video. I was so tired, man. I didn't feel like dealing with that shit, man. I said, I hope she leave. I know what the hell was going on. But I just wanted to make this particularly, you can see it. And then I have like 3 videos of this series. This will be the 4th. And then I organize it when I put on YouTube and shit like that. You can see it. It's crazy as hell. Right, Lion? Look, it is what it is. She was down there just to harass me. She wasn't even drunk. She was howling like a wolf and shit. About this shit. Barking like a dog and shit. What the hell? I thought she was drunk. I was gonna call because I was concerned. I said, well, she fall into the water. She may be a bigot, raised as hell. She said, I'm not gonna stop. Even the police officers mentioned that we're not going to stop. Even he knowing his own race, they mentioned that too. We're not going to stop. So this went on for quite some time until I decided to come out. I said, it sounds like too many people out there. What the hell is going on? You got 5 officers, 6 down there, and then even more pulling up. How many police cars are out there? It was like 2, 3. I mean, I'm thinking 4 or 5 possibly. And then more were coming. It was a really bad night. Okay. And then I came to the library. Then I had to deal with that woman. That's why I got to put them in chronological order. So show you how consistent the harassment is. Okay. This shit was crazy as hell. I don't hate bigots, man, but you have every right to be a bigot. But when you're harassing me, I'm on the streets. I'm not getting any sleep. This is why when it comes to making it to a job on time, that's why I put myself on a 36-hour schedule, because I cannot keep up. I really can't, man. So if I'm trying to find a job and shit, the case has become my job in the sense that it's 24/7. So if I'm gonna make my money, I love making money because I'm a businessman. I'm gonna build this case. Okay, so you won't let me work. I said, fuck it, build this case. So I just focus on the case. Not ready for the winning yet. Okay. Right. Can't even make it to the job. You out there freezing, you can't even sleep because you don't have the right gear. You know what I'm saying? Because people like this, I would have the right gear if it wasn't for them. I'd be putting in applications. It's a waste of time now because it's irresponsible of me knowing that I can't show up to the job or I'm not warm enough and mentally sound enough properly to do the job. So you see what I'm saying? Not only that, but you have people, this whole city saying that, oh, we won't let you get a job. Particularly, so even putting in applications is at this point in time pointless, but you can still try, show them that I made an effort. And I was putting in applications. Okay, they would kick me out of establishments when I was asking about jobs. I got videos on that shit. Putting applications anyway, it's like, fuck it, I did try. But like I say, it is what it is. This is a job, it's a ministry too, it's 24/7. You gotta forgive these people. He always talking about, I call them pedo chink, because he always talks about Chinese chinks and molesting them. And making them dress up like Kenjuku dolls. I believe that's what they're called, Kenjuku. Hajuku, Kenjuku, I believe. You gotta forgive, man. Particularly like the geishas, like geisha dolls. Yeah, Kenjuku, I believe. Yeah, correct me if I'm wrong. It's pretty sick. So boys or girls, because a lot of Asians, can pass for androgynous. Okay, well, a lot of Asian boys, it's particularly the Asian boys. Okay, okay, Asian girls, particularly you can usually tell if they're girls all the time, but they can, pass for androgynous. Kids in general, some kids can just, they look of both genders. Okay, now I don't support, that foolishness and anything. That's just my personal opinion. What I mean is androgyny. You can't help androgyny if you look like both. Okay, but now when you're young, you really can't help that. Like when I was younger, shoot, I had people say that, yeah, you would look like you would be a good, you would look like a female. Okay, you know, if you just had certain characteristics about you, you would look like a, perfect female. And I remember my family telling me that dumb shit, man. And then you got people out here too, particularly, you know, that was saying the same thing. If I was a female, they would fuck the shit out of me and they wouldn't even give me a chance. But and look, I don't look like no fucking female, guys. Come on. Well, they say if I shave my beard, particularly I'll have that childlike or boyish-like charm or childlike charm in general. Okay, so you gotta forgive, man. But that it was just I made a whole video while I'm not getting sleep, so people will come down there just to harass me. She was not even drunk. She said, now we know how the leprous nigger is, so they call me leprous nigger in the video. She said we, as collectively talking about who her community, the police, they're all white. It is what it is. Shalom, shalom, shalom. And Mazel Tov. Look, I'm not trying to make this too long, okay? This is Easton, the lovely Jew, wise man, born up Harlem True, and nothing personal, just business. Standing 10 toes down on business, standing on the rock, the cornerstone that the biggest ever fused, that of my father's business, that of which, of course, I would never divorce. I try to make this video short, but forgive me. Like the penises that they like to talk about so much, their penises particularly. But give me liberty or give me death as an indigenous American. Rather my dick until my last breath. Okay? You have to understand, Dwayne, the widow, particularly over there, the one to be black, as they say. Everybody want to be black until it's time to deal with the ramifications, or particularly the discrimination. Everybody want to be hip. Everybody want to be hip hop. Everybody want to be this and that. Hip hop, rap, bop, bop. Everybody want to do that. Everybody want to have swag. Okay. All right. When it comes to the discrimination and stuff, they want to take on the benefits of our culture and things of that nature. Even when it comes to our anatomy, taking advantage of us sexually and things of that nature. But when it comes to the actual reality of the situation, my boy Dwayne. Okay. All right. He still has the complexion for the connection. So you have to be very careful with wiggers, man, because they'll jump that racial line, that fence. Okay? Real quick. All right? Let you know where you stand at, nigga. And that's how they talk down here. He even said it. All right? You gotta understand, man. All that fake shit and phoniness, man, I see right through that shit. Real recognize real. Motherfucker say he was from the city of Detroit. He ain't from the 303. He said he could sing, dance, music, rap. He lying, motherfucker. He admitted it, and I heard him say it. He lying about the whole thing. I didn't even ask him if he lying. He just right there said right above me. He said, now you know I was lying about everything. So why you telling me that? You lying about your dick too? No disrespect. And yeah, I mean, he's got it hanging like, well endowed and all kinds of shit. You know what I'm saying? He, do the thing with his hands and stuff, like he rapping or some shit. Like he Michael Rappaport. Michael Rappaport is an actor that played in this movie, I believe, White Boys or White Men Can't Jump. Okay? Alright? And he acts Michael Rappaport. He's a Jewish man. Nothing against him. Good actor. But he also played in this movie called American X as a white supremacist. Oh no, Higher Learning. Omar Epps, and he shot and killed Tyra Banks. That's who he reminds me of. Like he be sitting up there, he can switch the roles so good, he can act so well. Shit, he a motherfucking actor. I'm gonna tell you that, Michael Rappaport. But you know, he better actor than Dwayne. Okay, I'm telling you, man. He said, you know, when it comes to being black or hip, he said he was side with his race in a heartbeat. If it was a race war, I'm a neutral party. I'm not a bigot, but I would have to stay on the side where, you know. Because they said they would come and find me. I'll be the first one dead. And they said, we can get that nigga. Hang that nigga. So you have to understand, it would make sense that I would side with my own, or particularly in a sense, on a sense of neutrality. Meaning that I only defend myself if I have to. I'm not going out looking for confrontation or a fight. These individuals, okay, let me know. Okay, they say it'd be foolish. Okay? Side with us. Even if you're neutral, nigga, we'll find you. You'll be easy pickings. Even they told me it'd be foolish to live, or amongst them, particularly during times of extreme racial hatred, in a climate of civil unrest. I would not. I would get as far away from this as fucking possible. Look what they're doing. Okay? And it's not even, we're not even at that point yet, where the militia groups are coming out with their guns and stuff. It's crazy as hell. I don't want to hurt anybody. I don't want to kill anybody or anything like that, man. You have to understand. When it comes to the commandments, thou shalt not kill. Self-defense, war is a bit different. You still should repent. So it's as a last resort. Okay? It is what it is. I'm a pacifist, conscientious objector. That's why I deal with matters like this, in this manner, in this way. Okay, you got to forgive. He loves to lie. He said it. Michael Rappaport looking ass over there. Okay. Michael Rappaport acting ass over there. That's why I call him Michael Rappaport, because he always rapping a false report. Michael Rappaport. Wiggle boy. Wiggle white boy. But you gotta forgive him, man. I forgive him, but shit, man. He's sitting up there talking all that hip hop shit and all kinds of stuff. Motherfucker, you ain't from the city. You from Fort Huron, right? Okay? Alright? You gotta understand. You gotta forgive him. Okay. He said he wasn't gonna give me any love. He never gave me any love in the first place. He lied about his whole fucking existence in his life. He said, he was part Nigerian and black and all kinds of stuff. He said, he completely lied about that. He over there talking about that dumb shit right now. Just pouring out his soul. There we go. Now the individual he's sitting right next to is actually not that individual, but the guy right there, he's actually really cool. He never gives me any problems, so I'm not just picking on motherfuckers. He's actually pretty cool, in my personal opinion. Even if, he doesn't agree with what I'm doing, possibly, I can care less. He doesn't give me any problems. Every time he speaks to me, I say hi to him. Like, he never gives me any problems. So he's cool, This way is, may the Lord bless him according to his will and according to the sanctity of his heart, if there is any sanctity in it. And if it's not, may he not see may he not see the light, the ominous light of damnation. Okay, ominous meaning, not so good, evil, ominous look. Okay, light, the ominous light of the fire of hell, and then cast into the lake of fire, never to prevail. Some serious shit, but it is what it is. You have to understand. You gotta forgive me. See, he didn't like all my Biggie songs. I don't write songs. Okay, I don't write Biggie songs, man. You know what I'm saying? I write poetry that just happens to be about bigots like you. So if you're calling me a bigot, that's slander, that's defamation liable, that these people have called me in regards to what I'm writing. Okay, Michael Rappaport over there. Okay, he even wanted to be Jewish or Hebrew particularly. He thought, he wanted to be one of the when it comes to the Jewish, the 13th tribe, book by Arthur Koestler. Okay, he really did. That's why he talk like us, do things like us, even try to walk like us and everything. It's funny as hell. So you have to understand, you got to forgive people. Alright. But it is what it is, man. Just shout out to the people that really look out for me. But it is what it is. But all praise to the Most High, y'all. I do have to get going. Okay, guys, this is Easton the Lowly Jew, Wild Man. And born of a heart true. And I approve this message brought to you. Shalom, shalom, and shalom. Mazel tov.